I was in a conversation. I was at the barbershop, and the guys there were talking about Barack as if he's a Messiah. He's the, second coming of Jesus Christ. And their entire lives are going to change once Barack becomes president. That's not going to happen.
I think it's going to happen because I'll give you a great example. When you go to church, if you go to church on Sunday, you go to church to get this feeling from the preacher that your life is going to be better for the rest of the week because you came and heard this word of inspiration. Barack is giving people that same inspiration that they would receive in church, and that's where I guess this title, The Messiah, comes from. I look at him as the Messiah because he is the next person to step in office, a young black man that's going to make some changes in our society, in our nation that need to be changed.
I agree that there are changes that need to occur, but all I hear from people is when he gets there, all this hope. And I don't see clear-cut strategies being put in place by the so-called, leaders in the black community.
Because now is not the time to put the so-called strategies out there until this brother's put.
I'm still trying to understand. I'm the average, Joe black citizen out there in the community. And when Barack becomes president, my life is going to change. How's my life going to change? I don't see any change.
When you believe in something, when you believe in something, again, I'll go back to what I said earlier about when people go to church and they go for that word from their minister, their pastors, or whoever it may be, to inspire them, to get them through the week. They may have had a rough week. They may have had a rough time, but this inspiration comes from that leader in that church. Now you've got a leader who's saying the right things that people want to hear, and that's giving them inspiration.
Help see if we can focus on the black community.
Okay.
And for that black child that's out there, for that, black individual who's unemployed, how does their life change just by them hoping and by Barack becoming president? Their world is going to change. Their life is going to change.
We were talking about the Messiah. The Messiah is I looked at it and I studied on it. It's just more of a title that they're giving somebody who's praised to be a great leader. And that's what I know Barack is going to be. This is a man willing to put his life on the line to see that your children, your children's children, and the next generation live a better life. We are the #1 nation in the world, and will continue to be under great leadership. The old saying I used to hear from an old school teacher of mine, there can only be one chief and a bunch of Indians. No matter if he's black or white, this time he's going to be black, believe it or not. But
that's debatable.
He's going to be a great leader.
Okay. And I still want to go back to, I don't question his leadership abilities. My point is more tied to the individuals, the communities, the people who are putting all of their hopes, all of their dreams are riding on this one person. What happens if that one person isn't there? All of those hopes and dreams are now dashed.
Don, now there's someone that you can hold on to mentally to see that for the first time in 232 years, there's going to be a black man president. I tell my children all the time, you can be whomever you want to be. You have to hope and dream and follow that path down that right direction, and you can be there. Since Dr. Martin Luther King, we have had nobody to really hold on to except for the church and, of course, God, my belief. So now we've got something physical that we can see, an entity that is there that's going to keep us together
and
move on. We'd also like your opinion. So don't forget to go to blacktownsquare.com. We want to hear how you think, what you feel about Barack.